Hello vinyl community and booktube. This is Berkshire Mike. Last pile of books. These ones I haven't got enough of anything to make a pile to show. They're just different rock stars and whatever that's I've got left. Some of them are signed and I'll show you, and some of them aren't. Doesn't matter. First one, Dave Davies, one of the Kinks brothers. Living on a Thin Line. Fantastic autobiography. I know quite a few people on the VC have got this. Signed book. Came out in 2022 and it's well worth getting if you can find it. If you've got any interest in mods or the Kinks, it's worth having. Dave Davies, Living on a Thin Line. Billy Bragg, A Lover Sings, selected lyrics. 2015, and this one's signed by Billy. Excellent book, excellent singer. Faith, Hope and Carnage by Nick Cave and Sean O'Hagan. Not a memoir, a conversation. And this came out in 2022. Yeah. And signed by them both. Bit of glam stomper here. Don Powell, Look What I Done. My Life in Slade. Excellent. Came out in 2013 and I got it signed. Great book. Look What I Done. Another glam stomper. Sweet. Are You Ready, Steve? By Steve Priest. Fantastic guitarist, great bloke. This is his autobiography, and it's very much how I'm not gay just because I wore makeup. I shagged all these women. My wife got it signed for us. You had to say it right away. I was called Mickey in those days because I was still quite young. So as you can see there, it says to Nicky. Happy Christmas and best wishes from Steve Priest. Hey ho. But it's great. I'm glad I've got his autograph. Love the guy. From the same era, David Essex. A Charmed Life. No secrets that I love this guy. Always have done. Probably always will. Can't see why I wouldn't. This came out in 2002. And yes, it's a signed edition. David Essex, great. You Are Beautiful and You Are Alone. The biography of Nico. Jennifer Otter Bickerdike. Great book. Nico, who used to sing with Velvet Underground, one of my favourite bands. This came out in 2021 and it's signed by the author. Beautiful woman, strange voice, right up my street. Nico. Great man. Was in two of my favourite bands. Some New Kind of Kick, a memoir by Kid Congo Powers. Cramps in the Gun Club. Biography came out in, his autobiography rather, came out in when? 2022. And it's signed. Great. Lovely book. A Girl Called Dusty. Intimate Portrait of Dusty Springfield by Sharon Davies. (2008). Everybody knows Dusty Springfield, does it? I should think. Goth. Undead Subculture by Lauren M.E. Goodland and Michael Bibby. Basically, a massive tome on what it says on the tin. Goth. Great. Good book. Worldwide Gothic. Chronicle of a Tribe by Natasha Scharf. This one came out in 2011 and it's a photo storybook about Goths. Talking of Goths, I've got this. The Line Between the Devil's Teeth and That Which Cannot Be Repeat by Peter Murphy Lyrics, 1980 to 2014. Excellent book. Published in 2023. And it's signed. Great. I love Peter Murphy. Love Bauhaus. No secret about that. I've never been a goth, but I've seen most of the goth bands. Right from the early ones that I didn't consider goth, like Susie and The Cure. But hey yo, seen them, Sex Gang Children, everybody. So, excellent. Future Legend Records Story. Nice little indie label. It's a signed book and it came out in, I don't know, it doesn't say. It's basically the story of Future Legend Records. On the first major indie label. Bowie in Berlin. A New Career in a New Town by Thomas Jerome Seabrook. Basically when he went off to live in Berlin, recorded the trilogy and met up with Iggy Pop. This came out in 2008. Everybody loves Bowie, don't they? Mute. A visual document from 1978 to tomorrow. Catalogue of every Mute release up to this point. Couldn't find a date on it. I looked earlier. But it's got right from the first thing with a normal right through. It's great. It's well worth having if you can find it. I've got this. Seeing it again. Limited edition of 2,000 books. This is 935. 2014, and it's just pictures of one of the most beautiful singers ever, Sarah Cracker. I mean, Saint Etienne are famous. It's got all the singles and EPs and stuff on the back. And it's just a really classy book. Well worth having. Suggs, That Close. I love Suggs. Met him a few times, seen him loads, madness. I don't have many of the records, to be honest. Not like a certain Nick from Nick's Final Buddy, who seems to have everything known to man by Madness. But can't fault them. They're excellent. Great live. Seen them tons of times. And this is 2013. Sadly, it's not autographed. One of the most things I would want autographed from Suggs, and it's not. One day I'll find one. Talking of Madness, when they brought the film out, Take It or Leave It, this is like a little, the official Nutty Film book. And it came with a flexi. And it's basically the story of the film. I'll be buggered if I can find the flexi. God knows where that ever went. But I've had this right back since the day. I mean, when was it released? Let's see. 1981. Excellent. The Story of Reggae. Story of Skinhead Reggae, 1968 to 1972. This book is a Bible. It is. It was published in 2012, and it has all the Trojan releases. Excellent. Not just Trojan. No true skinheads are racist. Without the Jamaican culture, skinheads would not exist. It was their culture, mixed with British working class culture, that made skinhead what it is. Roddy Marino. Trojan, Palmer, skinhead. Excellent. Packing a Punch, Brief History of UK Skinhead Zines. Sadly, mine's not in it. Hey ho. But it's good. When was this published? Not that long ago. Doesn't say. I've had most of these. You didn't used to keep them those days. Now they're worth a fortune. They're going for like 20 quid a fanzine on eBay and the like. But hey ho, I've got a few, mainly because I'm mentioned in them. Skinhead stuff. Scorcher. Skins, Suedes and Style from the Streets, 1967 to 1973, by Paul Smiler Anderson and Mark Baxter. Forward by Suggs. It's a really big style magazine for anybody interested in that period of time. 1988, I think this was out. And it's just got fantastic photos of the originals, not the bonehead Nazi bastards that came along and ruined everything for everybody. I mean, I'm not saying any of these guys weren't Nazi bastards, because some of them were. You get racists in every level of people. But generally speaking, you had no qualms of going to dancing to black music all night. You wouldn't have done that if you were a racist. On black music, 100 classic reggae albums, 1968 to 1973. First published in 2023. And again, just got your albums. a write-up. It's not singles this time, it's albums. There's the one I showed the other day. Not in Unity and Skinhead Times. Right, last but not least of this bunch, I'm not showing anymore, I'm had enough. Echoes in Time. Garage and Psychedelic Music Explosion, 1980 to 1990 by Timothy Gasson. This became known eventually as Paisley Underground, but at the time it wasn't known as that. And this is 1991. This came out, and it's basically just reviews and mentions of all the known garage psychedelic music that was out at the time. It's great for finding obscure records on eBay, because you can look at this and see something that somebody probably doesn't know what they've got. But excellent. I'm sure Garner's got this. I'm sure probably Ben Rankin's got this. And if they haven't, they should get it. Echoes in Time. Fantastic. I mean, look at the bowl cuts on them guys. Great. That's it. Can't be bothered to do any more. Thanks for watching.